It is Tuesday. Welcome to Yoga on Tuesdays. Today is going to be a special session. Actually, the reason why we practice yoga. So today we're going to meditate together, and maybe you're someone who's like, all right, I'm out. This is not for me. Stick around, at least for the beginning, because we're going to do some stretches right away. We're not going to go close our eyes at the beginning as I usually would. We're going to switch it around. We're going to just roll our shoulders as I'm sharing with you a little thoughts around this. Your arms, circle them up and around. The other way around. Bring your arm down and just stretch to the left and the right. Because what is yoga really here for? Yoga is here to improve our flexibility in our body so we can meditate longer. That is the reason why yoga was actually used for, mainly. So there are these 8 limbs of yoga, and the practice of yoga is one of them. And the ultimate one, and don't get me all entangled in it because it's been a while since I've been talking about those 8 limbs. But there are, the first 2 are how do we operate in life, right? The yamas and niyamas. And it's the direct way how the kindness, being, appreciative, caring, etc., those kind of things, right? And then there's the inner way of feeling, like how I cope with how I'm feeling about, or how I'm operating with my emotions and such, how I care for myself, right? So there's the external, the internal. Then there is meditation is one of them, and then it's for the ultimate, for the nirvana, right? Like the beyond. And so yoga, let me come back, let me just do some cat-cows with you. So yoga is really here to help us strengthen our body. Obviously not only for meditation, and it was mainly for that, right? Let's bring your legs in front of you, flex your feet. Put it back, flex your feet, reach forward. Oof, it's a nice stretch. Keep breathing. And so today, that's what we're going to focus on. Meditation. So I'm going to guide you through a meditation today. And for those who are interested in meditation, I actually host weekly meditations on Thursday. Well, this Thursday, and then there's 2 weeks off, and then I'll be back. I guess it's May already by then. Gosh, time flies when you're having fun. I can't believe, like March, April, just flies by. So because we're going to meditate for a little longer than just 5 minutes, I use my blocks. Usually I have a proper, a proper meditation cushion where I meditate in the morning. Oh, actually, I got some new candles. Well, not these, I'm not going to light these because we don't want them to tip over. But I got some new ones here. So let me use them. And so on Thursdays I have it on Zoom. I'm going to share this. And the beauty of meditation is not necessarily, like, you can do it anytime. You don't have to have your eyes closed. You can just observe your surroundings. Why practice meditation? It's because it gives us a sense of how our discomfort is going, right? So if you are somebody, like I started saying, like you heard, oh, she's talking about meditation, I'm not going to be part of this. I don't want to do that. And I said, stick around. So maybe now you're like, okay, I really don't want to do that. So here's some insight about why I believe meditation is something we all could benefit from. And then obviously you can then decide what you want to do with it. But the crazy thing about it is, no matter what you're going through in life, it will come in handy. There is a moment where all you can do is be present. And that's what literally meditation is. It's being present with whatever is here, like it or not. So if you're someone who's like, I don't meditate, I can't meditate, I always need to be moving, that's why I chose yoga as a way of doing it, then that's the discomfort. That's when we can actually practice being okay with whatever is going on in here in our bodies, right? And to not push it away. So I will talk about these things during the meditation as well. So whatever you need to do, you can also lie down. If you were ready for a meditation, please lie down, get a blanket. I'm just going to be sitting here. And as you get yourself comfortable, possibly closing your eyes. See how you're feeling. Maybe you have this piece inside of you that wants to move, that is restless, that just feels that every time I'm not doing anything, I'm wasting my time. And what if pausing, taking a moment to ourselves is actually the time we need to take to be more productive, to know what to focus on, and not to be all over the place. So take a few deep breaths in, exhale out. Just giving a sense like, where do I feel resistance, restrictions, limitations? Maybe it's in my heart as I'm breathing in. There's only so much I can breathe in and breathe out. And whatever the experience is, not to limit ourselves, not to feel like, okay, that's it, I can't do it, I'm out. But bring some curiosity to the, I can't do this, I don't want this. And expand our mind to other places that we're in. Because as we're breathing in and breathing out, oxygen is being supplied to the rest of your body. Even if it stays in your chest or belly, the oxygen continues to flow through your body. And the longer we sit in meditation, the more we soften these edges, soften the limitations of our bodies. We start noticing that our skin is just a layer. It's not a hard stop. Our skin absorbs whatever it's touching. The air that is around us. If there's cream that we put on, it absorbs it into our body. So as fixed as we might conceive it, it is not. So as we're continuing in this meditation, begin to notice where you are present. Maybe your focus is in your thoughts. Maybe there's a part of your body that is aching. Maybe there's a part in your body that is open, free, and accessible. So in these first few minutes, we just take in our whole experience. Noticing what works, what doesn't work, without judgment. It's just making a list of things we're noticing. It could be a particular thought. It could be a particular body part. It could be even sounds around you. You're taking in your environment within and without. Check in with your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. And however you are practicing today's meditation, be it lying down, sitting up, become aware of the limitations in your body, in your mind. And see if you can step back, zoom out, and find other parts, other thoughts that you experience differently. So if you feel tightness in your chest as you're breathing in and breathing out, how do your hands feel? Maybe your back, maybe your ears. Go to places where you usually wouldn't think of, and that's still part of your body. Becoming aware of where you are while exploring what's happening within yourself as well as around you. Maybe not at the same time. Maybe one after the other. And just practice being present and aware. in what place in our body are we holding on to something? Sometimes our belly, we're like holding on instead of letting it go and out. Maybe our shoulders, maybe we're holding them up instead of releasing them down. So explore the places in your body that are tight, tense. Experience resistance. So the focus of today in particular is finding inner lightness, freedom, and ease. Because however we experience our internal life, this is how we're meeting the external world. If I feel resistant towards anything in my body, I will experience resistance to something outside. So the more free, the more relaxed, the more in terms I am with myself. Being okay with whatever comes my way within my body, the easier it becomes to move through the world outside of me. So just think of a situation in your life, something that's happening right now, or something that happened in the past, where you felt resistant towards. And if you can reflect on that moment, would you be able to find something inside of you that you find yourself resistant to? Maybe it's the way you hold yourself towards accountability, how you show up, expecting others to show up the same. Perfectionism, procrastination, these are just some parts in our lives where we can be rigid, where we don't give much playroom for ourselves, and therefore the playroom for others is just as limited. Use your breath, helping you through those resistances, bringing your breath to those moments to release the tension, to bring a different perspective, to ask more questions, to become curious, and practicing letting go and letting be, focusing on connection. and check in with your body. Where does it begin? Where does it end? Or is it possible that there is no limit? That it's endless? One thing leads to another, connected to another, absorbing what's around us. So this practice is here to move through life with an open heart, with curiosity, knowing that we don't have all the answers. That surrendering is what will save us to not become hard, but soft. Curious. Bring lightness into life, freedom and ease. By letting go these shackles that we tie ourselves to, that even if we want things to be perfect, what would it take to invite imperfection? Have done. And yet started. Closer to the finish line, and yet still far away. So as you're breathing in, exhaling out, deepening your breath, connect your body into one piece, the piece that you are familiar with, from your toes to your heels, through your legs, upper body and arms, as well as your head, your face. And always remember, it's not closed up. It is limitless. If you're looking at it under a microscope, there is no end. The universe is within you, and so are your thoughts. They're limitless. We can change our thoughts to be anything. So we have the capacity to do harm and to do good. And it's up to us to choose what works for us and practice non-judgment and unconditional love for all. Bring your hands to your heart, in front of your heart together. You can thank yourself for today's practice. To explore what's within yourself, what's outside of you. What are you seeking deep inside, not on the surface? And thank yourself for moving into this exploration with yourself. I bow to you. Namaste. And thank you so much for practicing with me. As you're slowly opening your eyes, familiarize yourself slowly. Notice your body coming back into this place. And I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday, whichever day you're watching this, obviously, too. And I hope this little practice is something you can save for any time you'll need a moment, even if it's just a part of it. So thank you so much for practicing with me today, and I'm wishing you a wonderful day.